Welcome to this meditation on clearing off other people's energies for those of us who consider ourselves to be empaths. An empath is someone who feels other people's energy very strongly, in some cases almost as much as if those emotions and those feelings that someone else was feeling were your own. However, we often hold on to these energies because we deeply want the people around us to be happy and to feel good. So we often try, whether we know it or not, to take those energies from those other people and hold on to them so that those people no longer hurt. However, we do not always know how to clear them off of ourselves. So we sometimes carry burdens that are not ours to bear. Please begin to relax. Please lay down or sit down in a comfortable position and take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now begin by imagining a white light coming in through the top of your head, all the way through your entire body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, filling your entire body with this beautiful white light. This light cleanses every single cell in your body and lights up the crystalline structures in your DNA. Fill your entire body with this light, and once your entire body is full of this beautiful white light, imagine it spilling out of the top of your head and down into a field around you in the shape of an egg. Once all the space around you is full of this beautiful white light, I would like for you to imagine a tail coming from the base of your spine all the way down, shooting down to the center of the earth, grounding you deeply in the earth that loves you. As you wrap your tail around the core of the earth, you feel a beautiful red energy coming up from the core all the way up into your body. Now, I would like for you to imagine that you are walking down a path through a grove of thick trees. They're beautiful, but they surround you on both sides. You can hear the sounds of the birds chirping, and you know that you are warm and protected in this forest grove. As you walk a little further, you find a clearing in front of you. It is full of lush green grass, and it is in the shape of a circle. As you step out from the trees and into this clearing, you feel the sunlight on your face. As it warms every part of you, you step out into the sunlight and you head for the center of the circle. As you approach the center of the circle, you find a woman standing there. She is beautiful and radiant, and you realize as you get closer that this is Mother Earth. This is Gaia, and she is here to help guide you in releasing the energies that you are holding on to that are no longer yours to bear, and in many ways they never were. As you approach her, you feel the warmth of her heart, and you know that she wants the best for you. You reach her, and with open arms, she embraces you and holds you close to her heart. You can feel her. She smells of pine trees, and she feels like the waves of the ocean. You think of all of the beautiful times that you have spent in nature, in her arms, the times that you've spent laying in the grass, cradled by her. Your heart opens to her heart, and you know that you are one with this beautiful planet. She smiles to you and says, "My dear love, you carry a heavy burden, and I would like to help you release this burden so that you have all of your energy for you and the good things that you are doing in the world." But you say to her, you don't want to give her all of this pain. You're afraid that if you release it, it will be released back into the world to cause more pain and damage. She smiles and laughs a little, and she says, "My dear, just as the trees breathe in carbon dioxide, which is what you breathe out, I breathe in all of these emotions and energies, and I breathe out love and abundance and joy. Thank you for your concern for me, but I desire these energies. I desire them so that I may transmute them and create more love, happiness, joy, and abundance in the world. You may trust me and trust that I will honor and carry these emotions, these energies, and that by giving them to me, you are allowing them to become transformed." You realize what she says is true, that just as you breathe in what trees breathe out, they breathe in what you breathe out. It is a beautiful cycle, and one that you will happily be a part of. She instructs you to sit in the grass, and you do. You sit in the grass and you run your fingers through it. You feel the strands of grass underneath your hands and underneath your body. She says to you, there will be a light that surrounds you. This light is intended to cleanse you of all of the negative energies that you have been carrying. Do not be afraid. Know that this light is love, pure love, just for you. As she begins to wave her hands, bright circles of light come up from the ground and begin to swirl around you. They swirl around you like the wind. And as they swirl around you, they gather up all of the energy that is yours to release at this time. And they swirl around you and back down into the earth. The wind continues to swirl around you until every single thing that is yours to release at this time, that is no longer your burden to carry, is taken back with it down into the depths of the earth, to be recycled and breathed back out as love by the earth. Next, Gaia looks up at the sky, and as she does, raindrops begin to fall. They're warm and inviting, like a summer rain. And as this rain begins to fall, it cleanses out all of the negative energies from all of your energy bodies that surround you. It cleanses out all of the negative energies, the negative thoughts, and the negative feelings from all of the energy fields that are you as well. You begin to see some of these energies falling to the ground with the rain. You see some of the patterns, or the negative words, or the negative experiences fall with the raindrops to the ground. You begin to feel lighter and lighter with every raindrop that falls. You begin to feel free as your body begins to move around, and you no longer feel the weight or the constraints that had been laying so heavily upon you before. You are free. You begin to expand in your energy field. You begin to feel lighter and yet bigger and more expanded at the same time. Your heart begins to open back up and grow again. Gaia's heart opens and grows too. She wants you to be free. As the raindrops keep falling, you begin to feel something that you haven't felt in a long time. You begin to feel like yourself. You begin to feel like the person that you always knew you were, but that you had forgotten, or you thought wasn't possible to be again. You feel like yourself. It is an extraordinary feeling. Gaia tells you she desires to give you something, and she pulls out a beautiful tapestry blanket. She says to you, this blanket is to remind you who you truly are. I wish for you to wrap it around yourself at this time, so that you will never forget, and you will always be wrapped in the knowledge and understanding of who you are, and that you will be protected from other people's energies when they do not serve your highest and best good. As the rain stops completely and the sun begins to shine down on you, you take this blanket and you are instantly dry. You wrap the blanket around you and you feel wrapped in warmth. And you know that no one can ever take this from you. No one can ever penetrate this blanket without your permission. It is only you who can give permission to negative energies, just as you can give permission to positive ones. You bow to Gaia as you stand up, and you hold your blanket, still wrapped in the warmth and radiance of who you are and in the protection that this blanket gives you. The earth has now taken all of the energies that were not yours, and you feel so light and so free. You thank Gaia as she embraces you and you her. You thank the meadow and the sky and the elements that have helped to cleanse you, with deep gratitude in your heart. And you begin to walk out of the meadow and back into your body. Move your fingers and your toes as you come back into the room that you are in. And open your eyes when you are ready. Make sure to journal your experience.